Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. I'm here to talk about some NBA news. So we're going to get right into it here. So, the first thing I'll talk about is Evan Turner. He said to the At Point Forward, I guess, hosts Andre Drummond and Evan Turner talk about sports and stuff. So, Evan Turner says he believes that we might be in the, quote, Jokic era. I mean, Jokic is one of the top players in the league, but I'm not going to say we're in the Jokic era. But I feel like if he wins another ring, it's going to be tough to argue that. If he wins another ring this year, it might be tough to argue. But he's definitely the main force of the league. He needs another chip or two before we call it his era. But he's one of the best players in the league right now. But there's a lot of good players in the league, so it's hard to say it's the Jokic era. And his team is phenomenal though. Great plays and great plays and players that know their role. And I think he'll win quite a few more when it's all said and done. So it's hard to argue what Evan Turner's saying, but I'm not going to say that yet. So, former Lakers legend, Hall of Famer, Magic Johnson, is officially a billionaire, per Forbes. I mean, it's not really shocking it took that long, because players made 5% of what they do now when he played. So, positive news. So, good to see Magic Johnson officially become a billionaire. So, we're going to talk about some injury updates here from Underdog NBA. So, we have a lineup alert. Draymond Green will start ahead of Chris Paul on Sunday, and there it is. And CP3's coming off the bench for the first time ever in his career. This really doesn't come as a surprise to me. Chris Paul can run the second unit. He's done a good job of that in the first few games while Draymond hasn't played, starting and running the second unit. So now we get to see what it looks like with him coming off the bench. And but Draymond Green will be on a minutes limit tonight. But he's gonna start, but it'll probably be like a minutes restriction for Mr. Green. Stephen Curry, whose foot was a little bit sore after the Kings game, will play tonight. So Steph Curry, Draymond Green will play tonight. So good to see. With all of our veterans back fully healthy. So it was reported earlier today that the 76ers could race Joel Embiid in their home opener, and I believe their third game of the season, but it was reported today he raced. He was listed as questionable, but then about nearly 10 minutes ago, status alert: he is a game time decision Sunday with rest. How does this even make sense? Saying rest, game time decision. That doesn't even make sense. What happened to the game I love seeing? Players play every night, no matter what, back-to-backs or home opener. We are resting people in the Game 3, the first week of the 2023 season. Just unacceptable. We have to change this. They have to get big fines for resting players. I mean, 2 or 3 games a season, man. How do you rest and be a game time decision? He's going to take a nap and then see if he wants to play, Just fine players half their salary, third game of the year. Just a joke. I'm tired of players load managing. If you're not going to play, you have to have a reason. If you're injured. But whatever. Daniel Gafford with an ankle injury is listed questionable for Monday. In the Wizards' next game, I believe. Nick Claxton with an ankle injury is listed out Monday. And Cam Johnson with a calf injury also listed out for Monday. So Cam Johnson and Nick Claxton are both listed as out for the next game. Zach LaVine with a back is listed probable for Monday. His back's injured from carrying the entire Bulls team against the Pistons. He got injured from trying to carry the team. So, OG Anunoby is listed as questionable for Monday with a leg injury. I mean, the Blazers are food regardless, so he really doesn't have to play that game, to be honest. Transaction alert. Bismack Biyombo plans to sign with the Grizzlies. Purse James Atrania. Wow, league altering right there. And that's the answer the Grizzlies need. Jonathan Kuminga is questionable to play against the Rockets, and Cam Reddish is probable to play. So Kuminga is questionable for tonight to play with, I think it's a leg or a foot injury, if I'm not mistaken. James Harden is out for the Sixers as well, while Joel Embiid's questionable. Terrence Mann with an ankle injury is ruled out Sunday, so he's out for tonight's game. So yeah, that's really all the injury updates from Underdog NBA. Devin Booker reveals his all-time starting five. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Hakeem Olajuwon. I would rather put Shaq in there, but I understand why he put Kobe at point guard, because he's similar to Kobe, so I get it. I mean, it's a pretty good starting five. I mean, you can't go wrong with that starting five. But I would probably put Shaq at the center. Bev doubled down in the stance that he's not, quote, threatened by Paxson, Siakam, or OG Anunoby. Quote, like I said, no dogs. Buddy, you had 2 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists in that game, while Scotty Barnes had 24 points and 8 rebounds. It's like Patrick Beverley's just doing cardio out there. So Scotty Barnes talks about facing former coach Nick Nurse. Quote, I don't know. I didn't really look over there that much. I was focused on the game. Good to see him, I guess. Dang. It's not like they had a long relationship. He just looks at him as a coach. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this information? It's like, yeah, it's really all I have to say for this video, so, till next time, a lot. Peace.